All right, today I'm going to show you guys the details of one of our most popular rental items, our snow cone machine, and what I send out with it at every single rental. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a handful of side hustles, and on TikTok, I just show you guys the behind the scenes of these side hustles that I run from my house to make extra money for my family every week. So follow along if you're looking to do the same thing. Okay, so I've talked about how our snack machines are some of our most popular rentals, and the snow cone machine is probably the most popular of the snack machines. So let me show you this real quick. This is a Vivor. You can see that there. We call them snow cone machines. Technically, these are shaved ice machines. So you just put the ice down in here. You go like this. It shaves it and goes to the bottom. I have 4 separate ones of these. This one is Vivor. They're all linked. If you want to see product details and pricing and the ones I use, I have at the link in my bio, I have an Amazon storefront that has all the different products I use for rental packages. This is affiliate link disclaimer. I get a commission if you buy from there. But if you want to go see details, you can see the different ones on there. But this Vivor one is probably my favorite. They're very affordable, and I have used this for almost a year now, and it has held up fantastic. And it's easy to use. There's really not a lot of operator error here. So highly recommend that one. No, they're not paying me. This is the one I like. Okay, so when this gets rented, then I'm gonna send out 4 different documents with the rental. First thing is the instruction manual and the cleaning instructions for the machine. If you do not send this with this, you will get calls, emails, texts all weekend long of people asking a million questions. So do yourself a favor and send the instructions. You do want to laminate them, because if you don't, they get thrown away, they get wet and sticky, and you have to just keep making copies. So laminate them and then they come back more often, but make sure you have a master copy of your instructions that you keep somewhere that you do not send out, because you will have to make more. People don't always send them back. Okay, next thing is a warning, letting people know that this machine has sharp components. It's in English and Spanish. It has sharp components. There's actually razor blades down in there to shave the ice. You really can't get to it without sticking your hand all the way down in there, but cover your butt and have a disclaimer on there. Lets them know that this is for adult use only. They need to read the full instructions before using it, and it's sharp, blah, 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 all of that here. Second thing is I'm going to give them a disclaimer on cleaning, and that lets them know that we clean all of the snack machines in between each use with customers, but we always recommend people clean it themselves again to kind of ensure that the equipment meets their personal safety standards. So that's that disclaimer. And then last is letting them know that as a DIY party rental business, they come to us because they can get equipment at a much more affordable price, use it themselves, drop it back off. We save them a lot of cost, but part of that means that this item needs to be brought back in the same condition it was rented, which means clean. It needs to be, after you use the machine, I'm expecting you to clean it. There is a disclaimer in there that lets them know that they need to see the cleaning instructions on the manual, and it needs to be returned clean. If it is not, they are subject to a cleaning fee, which some people don't want to clean it and would rather pay us to clean it, and that's fine. As long as I'm getting paid the cleaning fee, I will clean it for you. Okay, so then the next thing is going to be what I send out with the rental. So I do have a base option where they can just rent the machine themselves, and they do not have to pay for any of the cones and cups and syrup and all that stuff. So there's a base rental fee, but most people want all of the things that come with it to make a full snow cone, so that they're not having to go pick up that stuff separately. So let me show you what then I'm going to include with that. So they're going to get their snow cone cups. These are 1-ounce cups. They're just standard snow cone cups. They also get the straw that has the little spoon at the bottom, so they can dig out the ice if they want. Then I'm going to include gloves, because the shaved ice goes into the bottom and you have to pull it out and kind of pat it down in. You guys know what snow cones are. So I do plastic gloves, and then I do a scoop in there to scoop out the ice so they don't have to grab it all. And then I'm going to do the toppers for the syrup bottles. Okay, let's get into syrup. This is a question I get asked all the time. People want to know where I'm getting my syrup, how I'm doing it, how I'm providing flavors. Okay, so here's the deal. I am buying syrup, pre-made syrup bottles from wherever I can find the best deal. I am not brand loyal. I'm gonna find who is offering deals on those at the time, and that's what I'm buying. I try to buy the smallest amount possible usually, which is not the most affordable, just know that. But usually like 16-ounce bottles, somewhere around there. 16 ounces, these are standard 1-ounce cups. So that is saying that 1 ounce of syrup is a serving. So if you're buying a 16-ounce bottle, that's 16 servings. So when people are asking, like, do you offer multiple flavors? It depends on how many servings they're paying for. Let's say they need 45. Yes, I'm gonna offer multiple syrup flavor options because I have to get more than one bottle. But that's up to you on how you do that. You can have standard flavors that you buy every time, and those are the only ones you offer. If people are booking enough in advance, you can say, is there servings you prefer? That is all up to you. The other thing is determining serving costs, because I'm not just charging a rental fee for this and then including all of this. The serving, they're paying per serving. So if someone says, I'm going to have 50 people, I need 50 servings, I'm going to go in and see how many 50 of these cups cost for me based on when I bought them last time. It's usually like, it's been a long time. I want to say like 10 cents. Then you're going to do the cost of the spoon that goes with it. And then the cost of the syrup. If you want to get down to it, you can do gloves and equipment as well that comes back. But the standard in this industry that I've been finding is anywhere from 75 cents, which is on the low end per serving, all the way up to $2 per serving. So that is tacked on to the rental price. However many servings they want, whatever you want to charge, that's on top of the rental price for those servings so that you are still making your profit. I feel like that's everything. Ask me any questions you've got.